In this video, we will discuss about partial derivative, that is first order partial derivative, and you have to show that if u equal to the function u is equal to y by z plus z by x, then you have to show that x into partial derivative of u with respect to x plus y into partial derivative of u with respect to y plus z into partial derivative of u with respect to z is equal to 0. This is the condition, that means given function, and you have to prove this one. So it is given that u equal to the function is equal to y divided by z plus z divided by x. So if you take the first order partial derivative of u with respect to x, then what will be the derivative of partial derivative of y by z with respect to x? It will be equal to 0. And what will be the partial derivative of z by x with respect to x? This will be equal to minus z divided by x square. So in this way, you can find out the partial derivative of u with respect to x is equal to how much? Minus z divided by x square. You can write another term here, that is equal to, this is equal to minus z divided by x square. Okay. Similarly, you can also find out the partial derivative of u with respect to y. How you can find out? Partial derivative of u with respect to y for this term y by z, this will be equal to partial derivative of y with respect to y will be equal to 1, so it will be equal to 1 by z. And for this term with respect to, if you take the partial derivative of u with respect to y, for this term it will be equal to 0. So only you have partial derivative of u with respect to y will be equal to 1 by z. Okay. Similarly, you can also find out the partial derivative of u with respect to z. If you calculate the partial derivative of u with respect to z, you see for this term, what will be the partial derivative? That will be equal to minus y divided by z square. Okay. And if you find out the partial derivative of this term with respect to z, that will be equal to 1 by x. So, for the third term, that is partial derivative of u with respect to z will be equal to minus y divided by z square plus 1 by x. So now you add the three partial derivatives, that is partial derivative of u with respect x into, you see, x into partial derivative of u with respect to x, and we have found out partial derivative of u with respect to x is equal to minus z by x square. So x into minus z by x square plus, what is the second term? Y into partial derivative of u with respect to y. So y into partial derivative of u with respect to y is equal to 1 by z. So y into 1 by z plus z into partial derivative of u with respect to z, and z into partial derivative of u with respect to z is equal to this term, that is minus y divided by z square plus 1 by x. So minus y divided by z square plus 1 by x. So now you can solve it. So if you solve it, then the first term will be equal to x divided by x square. So this will be equal to minus z divided by x. Is not it? This will be equal to, I have multiplied it, this is equal to minus xz divided by x square plus y divided by z. For this it will be equal to minus yz divided by z square into z. Okay. Here you see this will be equal to minus z into y, minus yz divided by z square. I multiplied z here. Again multiply z to 1 by x, that is equal to z by x. Now simplify it. Here x cancels, so first term will be equal to minus z divided by x. Okay. And what will be the second term? Y divided by z. You see y divided by z. The third term will be equal to, your z cancels, so minus y divided by z. This is the third term. And the fourth term is z by x. So this term minus z by x and plus z by x. You see this term cancels, and y by z and minus y by z, these two terms also cancels. So the answer will be equal to 0. In this way you can prove first order partial derivative given first order partial derivative. Thank you.